Alright, this is Athena's first experience filling cupcake tins. Although we're actually making cornbread muffins. We'll see how she enjoys this. Which is more not so much how much she enjoys it, but whether or not she will get through the process in a sort of happy and stimulated fashion, as opposed to having a breakdown because she's bored out of her time. Alright. So I already mixed up the batter while I was having the baby in the front pack. Here's some corn for your enjoyment. I went ahead and added some corn to the batter because I like my cornbread to have some corn in it. We're going to be eating our cornbread muffins, well obviously with multiple meals, but our first meal here will be a turkey chili that Scott randomly decided to pick out. Well, we were out checking out the panic buying situation at, it was a Friday when everyone just started hoarding everything. Like before that was toilet paper, and then all of a sudden everyone just went crazy. And I know my on-site manager, she was out shopping and she just told me it was insane, and it was kind of the first I heard about it. And then that must have been the 13th, because March 14th is a holiday for us, White Day, where I reciprocate Valentine's Day, which is a day that Scott treats me. We stole that from a Japanese tradition. Instead of sharing Valentine's Day, he gets Valentine's Day, and then I reciprocate on White Day, which suits me just fine because I only have to match and or exceed what he does for me by going second every year, which I'm not complaining about that. So anyways, for White Day, which I actually this year completely forgot it was White Day until the day was half over and I was like, oh shit. But luckily, we were getting ready for the trip, which of course in the end we didn't really amount to anything, but so he wouldn't have wanted to spend the whole day doing something, so we went out that evening to a late dinner. I had called our favorite Chinese place, China Panda Garden off East Main Street, and figured out when their latest seating was, which was I believe 9 at night, and I said, oh, has it been busy? And they were like, oh no, there's been a lot of takeout lately, and I'm like, well, if I come at 9, will there be a lot of people? And they said, oh no, we'll be waiting just for you. And I said, perfect. So we went out and had our dinner with Athena for White Day. And she's really adaptable, so that's pretty awesome about her. So even though that was past her bedtime, she was still all smiles and enjoyed the experience. And then I believe it was the next day or 2 days later that restaurants were shut down. And then that following Monday is when, well actually we attempted to go to Vaughn's after the White Day dinner, thinking they're online that said they were open till 11 p.m. But I guess they'd already adjusted their hours and they were only open till 10, and we got there at like 10:04. I guess I could fill some of these while I'm talking, huh baby? Because you're gonna start getting bored. So we got there at 10:04 and they were closed, so we didn't end up having a shopping experience. And then the following Monday, we got another chance, and we kept going. I wanted to always go late to avoid exposure to people. I thought that was the best time to go. And so we went late to Vaughn's and did some shopping for my mom, who's 72, I believe. And so she's high risk. We're gonna make this an interesting experience. So we did some shopping for her and admired all of the stuff that was sold out and how crazy everything was. And so we didn't do any hoarding for ourselves, I'm happy to say, but we did kind of do some hoarding for my family. So my brother was on the phone with me for like an hour, and I'm usually overfilling these. And so I did get him like 12 frozen pizzas. Everything else was pretty reasonable though, but he was like 2 of those and 2 of those. To be fair, he did get different varieties. It wasn't 10 of the exact same pizza, so he has a variety built up there, where he and my mom are in isolation together. And lucky for him, he doesn't particularly like to go out anyway, so he's now pretty much being forced to live the life he's always lived by choice. However, I think psychologically it matters. So I think even though he almost never leaves the house, I think now that he can't leave the house, it does affect him. Because he would leave to go get fast food, or he's kind of a tech guy, so we used to go to Fry's when Fry's actually had things in their store, which for some reason they pretty much haven't. And that kind of thing. So anyways, he and my mom are doing their own kind of social experiment, living together by themselves and not leaving, and with us being what I like to think of as paranoid people, but in like a not crazy sense, like we just kind of barely trying to be rational about it, but being that my mom's high risk and it might be over a year till there's a vaccine, there's a very real possibility that she and my brother will be stuck in their house without leaving for over a year, and that they would be serious enough about it that they will actually stick to that. And personally, I have a lot of anxiety about the virus, just because I know the worst case can happen, even though it's unlikely. But I also just hate getting sick. I've had the flu before. I think a lot of people haven't had the real flu to know how bad it can really be. And so for me, doing whatever it takes to not get that horrible fever for a week honestly seems legitimate to do what you can to not get it. But of course, life goes on and there's only so much we can do. And with my work and job, I might be able to go to a bit more length than other people, and I'm sorely tempted to do so, but Scott's job has to factor in as well, and like I said, in the end, who knows, we might get this thing, but I, at the moment, hope we don't get it, and we'll be happy and relieved to not get it, not because I think we're going to in risk of dying so much as, I just would like to avoid a cough and a fever for a week, and then we would also, of course, like to avoid dying if we had the worst luck to be among that super tiny percentage of healthy, not high-risk people to die. But anyways, in order to see Grandma, we are going to have to do 2 weeks of quarantine every time in order to go over there, and that might continue for us for over a year. So it's going to be a very interesting life that we live. You are doing a great job listening to Mommy talk and eating your corn while I make us cornbread muffins. So that is what this dinner is for. It's this stag chili, 100% natural turkey ranchero chili with beans. So that was a very long story that all just was about how I came to acquire 3 of these cans that we now need to eat, and I thought cornbread would be a good choice to go with this chili. So this was one of our very few purchases that we made on that day, that essentially we left with 2 shopping carts full of food, and a decent amount was for us. It was like basically 1 cart for one family and 1 cart for the other family. So for us, stocking up was sort of important because my mom has been feeding us 100% for I think several years now, while Scott and I do all of the work involved with the real estate company. So suddenly we had to cook for ourselves, and obviously we were completely not prepared, so we picked up a few things. So now we've got various canned things, tomatoes, sauce, and diced tomatoes and things that we need to make dinner. Although, we're also doing a little bit of a food exchange with my mom and brother, who, by the way, live just up the street, so it is just 1 block that way, and we can swap food every day. They put it outside, we put our food there on a bench, and do a kind of little a trade without coming into contact with each other. So life has become interesting since pandemic 2020. All right, let's get these things in the oven. Some dough left over. Alright, babes, let's go set a timer. 25 minutes from now, we will have some muffins. Smells good, baby. Get these muffins out of there. Presuming they're done, of course. Look good. Do not touch this hot oven. Overfill them. Clearly benefit from 2 oven mitts. Be careful, baby. Lazy. I should have definitely got more tools to do that. But as long as the baby doesn't get hurt, I'm satisfied. Scott, I'm turning the oven off.
Okay.
You're supposed to say, oh my God, I'm shocked. Let's make some chili and eat our dinner, baby. Can you say bye-bye, baby? Hi, baby. Can you wave bye-bye? Wave bye-bye. Ooh, you got a good smile.